went during that week before there while they were preparing this. You walk around, you're kicking up rabbits. You know, it's just like, they were all over the place.
Wash the car. All right, guys, I'm gonna wash the car. So you guys sit here and watch your Peppa Pig while I wash the car. Okay? Okay. Okay. What did you do to that banana? You destroyed it. And not in a good way. That's okay, we're here to clean the car out. Saturday errands.
Did you hear something?
Yes, I thought I heard someone say hello.
Spring cleaning, get the car cleaned out and washed, and the salt of it. How are we doing in there? Alright. Here's your boots. And off to pick up the laundry. You want to see one, Sparrow? Yeah, alright.
Yeah, hold, put your arms right out.
It's okay. See? You pet him? Say hi. Give him a pet.
Yeah, it's cold. Feel it.
It's all right. You want to pet it, Abby?
Okay.
What do you think of that, huh? You like them in their cage better, huh? Feels like it's been a month since I've been out here shooting. Yeah? You too? Makes a huge difference when it's this warm, the elastic bands. Come back away from there. I don't want to shoot you. Come on. My little helper here. I got it. Why are you, oh, you're putting dirt all over here. Rub it on your own shirt. It's always better when you're practicing with a slingshot to aim at something small. Like while I was practicing before the winter hit at shooting at matches, it made such a big difference in my accuracy. Aiming small, hitting small, you get more accurate really quickly. Well, that's all I got time for practice today. I got a party tonight at Threshers. They're throwing me a little bit of a congratulations party after viewing all the episodes there with people coming out. Now I'm bringing all the stuff that I made to Threshers to show off and let everybody get a look at. Big old box full of stuff here. Got the old rub box that was hollowed out, I burnt out the piece of wood. Chopsticks, my mat for putting my feet on. Well, I gotta get up into the loft to get the fish trap. So, and down it comes. I can get up into my loft and get my stuff down. Fish trap. Oh, it's filthy. I made so much stuff when I was out there. I'm like just remembering it now as I find things. And it's like I just found some more stuff that came back. You guess what those are? Clothespins. I had that much time that I made a bag of like 40 clothespins that I packed up and brought back with me. So I still have those. Those were what I was using out there to hold my, you know, knickers when I hang up my knickers at night to dry. Geez, I hope knickers isn't something dirty. I don't even know what they are. Like, I thought they were like long johns or something. So I got my big fish trap I made here. This is what I had made in Patagonia. And take this there to the thing tonight. I got the fish trap, box full of all the other little stuff I made, and the box of autograph cards. I'll probably just bring a pile of those. I don't know how many people are coming. Let's see. They made me cupcakes that are little carrot cake things, and they taste like carrots. They taste like carrots. They're so good. They're so good.
Yeah, last year this time we were watching season 1, and I was like, oh, those guys, I could do that, I could do that. And she says, Jamie says, oh, I dare you, you know? And so I sent a message to History and said, hey, I think I can do that. Look at my Facebook. Hello. And Cheryl says, now she's going to do it, episode 30, you know? Episode 30. And I was just like, all right, so they sent me a camera, and they like fast-tracked me, and the next thing I know, I'm going to boot camp, which was like a couple of weeks from now in the last year in New York. Went to boot camp with 20 other people. The first day I got there, I was like, there's no way I'm going to beat these guys. They're like, I rubbed 2 sticks together and started a fire and hunt and survive for like a month, you know, no problem, you know, out in the desert. And I'm like, oh, but then we went through the survival thing for 2 weeks, like 2 or 3 days, and didn't get to eat, and then they gave us rabbits, and Jamie and I living in the woods and raising rabbits, you know, everybody was like having a hard time, and I was just like, you know. and then everybody else was burning theirs on the fire, and I took mine, and I made an acorn paste, and I slow roasted it, hand seared it, you know, and then a little, some garnish, you know, and I'm sitting there eating mine after like 3 hours, and they're all eating these burnt chunks of dry rabbit, you know, and I knew that I probably had it in the bag, you know, and I was going to get on the show. And sure enough, like a week later, they called us after the boot camp, and I'm going to Patagonia. You know, I had like 3 weeks to prepare to go down there. And I jumped on this plane, ended up leaving my wife, you know, that was the hardest thing, on the side of the road, parked right here into the staff, the broken down Ford. Right after I bought him a nice car, it breaks down. It turns out it was a leaf in the air filter. The people we bought it from removed the air filter and never put a new one back in. It was like, it's ridiculous, you know, but somebody in a Subaru pulled over, rescued me, drove me to the airport. I made it on time, arrived in Patagonia, 3 planes and buggy and some other stuff later, you know, and you know, I thought, oh, this place is amazing. Everywhere we went during that week before while they were preparing us, you walk around, you're kicking up rabbits. You know, it's just like, they were all over the place. Birds fly by in the thousands. You're watching them go by, and it's just like, it never ends. And I'm like, oh, my slingshot was like burning a hole in my pocket. I'm like, I'm going to be eating so well. Everybody's going to be like, why didn't I bring a slingshot? And then we get out there and you fly up and over the glaciers and up and over these icy, beautiful mountains, and the scenery was amazing. You could feel the cold just emanating through the side of the helicopter. It was so nasty. And they bring us down to this valley of glacial lake, and it's just it's dead quiet there. There's no contrails or planes going by. You know, it's just, you know, we're way up in the mountain now, and they bring me to this place that's dark. It's just, I mean, it was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It was dark as all get out. I couldn't see anything because there was clouds overhead, and I'm like, what did I get myself into? I am so screwed. It was so dark there. I mean, I thought, well, tomorrow I'll find out where the sun is. It took me 12 more days. I still didn't know where the sun was coming from. I was so disoriented. It was always dark there. And then, like day 12, day 13, I look over and I see the sun on the other side. And you know, if somebody's on, I'm like thinking to myself, somebody's on the other side. They're just like basking in the sun, you know? And I'm over here in the dark. The sun is up behind me and my mountain blocks it. I'm never gonna see the sun the whole time I was here. And I just like, it was like a pizza on the other side of a ravine you can't get to when you're a starving man, you know? I couldn't believe it, you know? I was heartbroken for a whole day, and maybe even 2 more. And then I look through the trees the next, like 3 days later, and I see a ray of sunshine coming up on the hillside. And I climbed up through the brush and found a spot where I could stand the sun for like 15 seconds. And I was just like, oh, thank you, God. I was like, I'm not going to be in the dark the whole time. There's 15 seconds. If I can get 15 seconds once a month, I'll be happy. In the end, I actually dug 150 steps to get over that hillside to where there was a little more light. There wasn't direct sun, but every 5 to 10 days, I'd get a ray for 15 seconds again. And I built my shelter up there, double thick walls with like a basket, you know, and just packed it full of stuff, insulated. I was comfortable with a dug-in fire pit, and I made myself comfortable. My strategy was just to build a home for myself there, like I do with my family out in Appleton. And then I got myself busy, you know, when I didn't have anything else to do and the shelter was done, I carved spoons. I kept my mind busy. I wrote a whole story in my head about wizards and from space that came from Earth thousands of years ago. It's like I had every conversation with every character, you know, and at one point, my favorite part was they were going to cross the sea with these dwarves and total nerd, I know. But you gotta keep yourself busy, otherwise you get bored, you know? And so, like, they're gonna cross the sea, and the wizard, they're like, we gotta stop and pick up this woman. And the wizard tries to jump over the side of the ship, he's like, not the witch! And they're like, what witch? And they're like, it's not a witch, it's his ex-wife! And so, like, I had so much fun, like, telling to myself stories and talking as each of the characters back and forth to each other. I wrote another book about all the stuff that I build in my head so that I could keep myself busy, you know? And at night I would think of the traps that I build, like 18 different traps. I so wanted to get a boar, but the animals up there, they move out of the upper mountains and they move to the lower valleys, and you got nothing, you know? It's like they go to the greener pastures during winter time. Sparrow? She's almost 2. Want me to autograph it for you?
Yes,
Yeah.